Speak to Hilde. All the way back there. But I kind of want to know what's in the cave. Why can't I hover over the screenshot? Over these other ones. Oh. 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 Wait. No, I don't think so. I was about to say, that isn't the one from Assassin's Creed 3, is it? Where it's like you needed the Apple of Eden and also a pendant thingamabob to get into the place where the stuff was? Or something or other? Maybe then it's that same Apple of Eden we just handed over, assuming that's what that is, and it just looks a little bit different design-wise. Oh. But I do really like it when games take time to have more kind of grounded moments in their story. Where it's like, hey, we might not be furthering the main plot, but we're having some meaningful conversations here and having interesting interactions, and I genuinely like that. It didn't feel like unnecessary filler stuff. It had me just sitting there listening and being like, okay. Hello, Daytona Mara. AC Valhalla's been treating me, I've been going through all the Assassin's Creed games slowly in order on this channel since, like, the beginning of 2020. It's 2020 or 2019, I don't know. Time's blurring together. And we're at Valhalla now, so it's my first time playing it, and I'm not exactly the biggest fan. I found a lot of the game to be quite samey and repetitive, and I'm definitely not liking it as much as a lot of other games. But this segment specifically, whoa, this plot bit, I've actually been enjoying. This bit where it's basically like Breath of the Wild Eventide Island. Your gear is taken away, you have to start from scratch, figure it out with limited materials, and doing this little subplot in new creative ways. I've genuinely been enjoying this. This is the most I've been engaged with this game in a while. So this bit I've been having fun with, but generally I'm not the biggest fan. The first person who actually said my name right, nice. Whenever I go into streams, people usually get my name wrong. They usually say acoustic harmonica is the most common thing that's said. Where's that one cave entrance? I do want to go in the bushes, darn you. Where was that one cave entrance that it was showing me before? Let's go stab this guy because I feel like it. Stabby stab. How many hours have you been in the game so far? About 65. And it still feels like there's quite a bit of main game stuff to go through. And then DLC after that. I've been playing this on and off since January 1st of this year, so this is the point that I'm at here. Decent smidgen, probably a decent ways left to do in this. Near 600 hours, oh geez. So probably much more into the game than I take it then. Whoa. That's not. I think the guys that I took out before probably respawned. You're not gonna see this, right? Can I take out the Woebringer too? Cool, let's take out the Woebringer too. No more bringing woe for you. I do want to check out that cave entrance. What the heck is in the place? You see nothing. If you come over here, that would work out great for me. Step. Whoa. As long as it's just you, then we're good. We are A-okay. Sure, set trap. The environment here and your praise of this segment have been reminding me of The Witcher 3, though the latter arguably has the best side quest in any video game ever. That's what I've heard a lot of people say about that game. I own it, I've only played a little bit, so I don't really know a massive ton about it. Hope things are going well today, Pilico Stefan. Did 2 of the 3 DLCs complete the main story, doing all territories to 100%? Wait, so you have like 600 hours in the game and you haven't even beaten all the DLCs? Or are you saying like haven't 100%ed those DLCs yet, where it's like 2 out of the 3 are 100%ed? Or what be going on here? Whoa. I'll be going through all the DLCs here as we do this whole all Assassin's Creed games in order and all that. I was just chatting earlier this stream about how the LAN event that I'm going to this next month, Fragapalooza, I think I'll try to do the first DLC start to finish at. Most likely. Which I believe is Wrath of the Druids, if memory serves. According to how long to beat, it's like 8 hours long, so I can probably do that start to finish at Fragapalooza, depending on how much time other things take me. Should be A-okay. Well, the DLC's halfway through my gameplay. Fair enough there. And stuff with anything Ubisoft gets marked down pretty well during any sale events. So it's always worth waiting and for opportunities like that. I don't know if that's something that you did or not, but yeah, this totally is the thing from AC3, isn't it? Look, there's the slot. So that apple that we gave is probably the same one from Assassin's Creed 3 is what this is an Easter egg of, right? That's probably what's going on here. So yeah, no like super crazy loot at the end. Well, there was this. I wasn't even paying attention to what I got in the chest. But yeah, Easter egg and throwback to AC3. Cool. Well, we gave the Apple of Eden so that the events of AC3 can happen, I guess, there. The Druids DLC and Paris DLC. Okay, so just have to do the, Dawn of Ragnarok, I believe it's called. If you count them as DLCs, there's also the, Way of the Berserker and the... Oh, what was it called? The Legend of Beowulf. I did those ones semi-recently. So I still know their names. Stabby stab. Sure, screw this guy. Alright, I'm out of here, see ya. I just wanted to see what was in the cave. And now I know. Cool little Easter egg. But yeah, Ragnarok, I did all territories already. Wait. So what you mean you did 2 out of the 3 DLCs, but now you're saying you did all 3? Huh, what? Maybe I'm losing my mind. I'm misinterpreting things. Whoops, I am not supposed to be climbing that tree, I don't think. Whee! Alright, get out of there. Combat is probably broken. I can probably fast travel now. Oh, I never got that loot. Whatever. This doesn't count as a dock, so I can't Oh, yeah, I'm still counted as in combat. Dang. I'm gonna leave combat, and then I'll fast travel. Did Berserker and Beowulf, did Tombs of the Fallen, didn't do the storyline for Ragnarok yet. Okay, that's fair. I got you, then. I was debating about whether I would do the Tombs of the Fallen or not. Since it's just, like, challenges around the map that you can do. So it's like, do I count that in my doing all the main story stuff start to finish? Because from what I understand, it doesn't seem like it includes any story stuff. It's just optional challenges around the world. That one addition. So I don't know whether that's a thing that I should consider as being on, like, my little mandatory checklist of going through all the main Assassin's Creed stuff here. Over this way we go. Gives armor. Well, I'm okay on the armor front. I was generally leaning towards, like, maybe I shouldn't count it. Then I can move on to the other video games I want to cover here and all that. After Assassin's Creed Odyssey last year was already the longest single playthrough I've ever done in, like, the 7 years of this channel. I don't exactly want Valhalla to be setting any new records on that front. There's other video games that I want to play too, so I'm just trying to do story stuff as best I can. So that one I might not. Maybe I'll play a couple just to showcase what the heck they are. See what they're all about. Or something or other. I did the thing. I killed the dude. I can check the chart here. Yeah, look at that. I've got 2 of our 5 main dudos. Oh, the camera turned. Susie!
Thanks for ranking the voyage.
No word from Gorm.
Oh, that's weird. Hi.
You shirked your work for quite some time.
Yeah, about that.
You're
I mean...
no more. My name is Eivor, a Dringer of the Raven clan, and my purpose is fulfilled.
Purpose? What purpose?
Gorm is dead! The troll is dead!
Olav.
Sister, let us celebrate. Gorm Cutlayson is no more. Slain by Eivor Ravenfriend, Eivor Forest Strider, Eivor Olavursaver.
What is this?
I had a long-standing blood feud with Gorm and his clan. It is now laid to rest.
Oh, the skulls will sing of this day. How Eivor traveled far and wide, hunting Gorm along the world's rim.
Songs are not. Gorm is dead. Now I suggest you leave this place. There's no purpose for us here.
I do not disagree. Gordon was a madman and a troll indeed. But he paid us in silver and that was enough. Brother, are you well? I feared the worst for you.
I am well, yes, oh, so well. And I may stay, to linger one season or two, with the friends I have made.
As you wish, brother. And you, Eivor, where will you go? Across the sea with us, or back into the woods?
Sure. I guess we can head on
I'll
out.
sail with you.
Yeah,
Let's
so this
go.
was a shorter segment than any of the main
Take care
pledges.
of yourself, Olaf. In this life and the next.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Far went the whale road before me. Dark are the deeds that brought me here. Fate may bind my bones to this land, but for now I walk the sea.
Quest completed. Hunter's Repast. Vinland are completed. Vinland Saga. Yeah, so it is a decent bit shorter. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I turn off my camera and the chat during cutscenes of games for anyone that, like, wants to focus on the story. Is the case of any playthroughs I do. That's just how things go around here. Knock them to the ground. It itself is going to make an 80-hour game be a 1,000-hour game just by getting all weapons, shields, and armor to mythical difficulty. I do not envy that.
Let's tell her the good news.
You've retrieved your equipment and inventory. Heck yeah. Let's go do that. Let's report back. Yeah, so I wasn't entirely sure how long that was going to take, but maybe it's good that this was a bit of a shorter segment, because I am a little bit tired. And I was already thinking about potentially calling it a night before I started streaming here, and I was like, I can fit in one thing here.
It was not rubbish.
What? What's happening here?
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
What? Is Sigurd not going to do it?
The burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more.
Is it going to be a similar situation to the last time?
Come forward. You will state your cases, and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able.
Gudrun, I will hear from you.
Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Alright, I will cast my judgment, Noah. Holger, what is your defense?
What say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly, yes.
Well, there isn't really an easy way to make a decision here when it's like, alright, which of the two of them is mistaken?
All right, I have
So-
had enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak.
So, when he's saying that he made something of it, he is confirming that it is the one in question and not something completely different. When I heard his take, I thought that that was saying, like, hey, that's not hers. She just interpreted it as, like, hers. I found this in a completely different place. But now he's saying, like, hey, at least I made something of it to her, implying that it is the same one there. So, like, what what the heck? I don't know, I can always Google out of curiosity. Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, Gudrun, or Holger. Let me just consult the Holy Tome here. Choice doesn't affect the overall story or ending. Google AI overview. I don't trust Google AI. They're Holger due to the price value? Price value? Fair enough there. Let's see here. Doesn't matter which of these you choose, Sigurd will arrive and assume judgment. Oh. Okay, well. It probably doesn't matter what I select then. Then, sure, I'm just gonna say this.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30
is...
times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Oh, I gotta click off the game for a second because there's a bot in the chat that I gotta ban there quickly. I do think that's unfair, but it's kind of staring a hole into the back of my head. In the moment, I think if I was realistically in this situation, I would say I support Sigurd's judgment, but then I would talk with Sigurd, like, in private afterwards and be like, hey, you really think that's for the best? But here, standing in front of him, especially while he was just kind of upset that I was rendering judgment, it also just makes sense to be saying this here, you know? But yeah, that's pretty drastic. I do think that it's unfair, but I think it's realistic to say I support Sigurd's judgment in this moment and have a bit of a chat with him later.
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
Whether or not I agree.
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Blame and Sail. Well, neither of them were happy with that outcome.
And please, calm down, friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
Well, dang. That has not what I was expecting there. But yeah, it's quite the situation there. I don't know why this keeps going super speed. A stun finisher weak enemies nearby my cower and fear, that could be handy. Not really doing stuff with the light blow. Partially filled adrenaline slot will not be affected by an enemy's first strike. There's an adrenaline thingamabob there. And I could reach it in not that much time, right? Where's this line going? Additional adrenaline I can't go wrong with. If an RT takes down an unaware enemy with your melee weapon, it will alert all enemies around you, but will fill your adrenaline for every one of them. Could always be fun there. There's from one of your fire attacks. Fast through breakable objects and push NPCs to the ground while sprinting. That's a light bow thing there. Got dual wield two-handed weapons. Yeah, I just unlocked that. Ooh, maybe I should try putting on a second two-handed weapon to see what it feels like. Maybe what I should do. Hold on, I'm using a hunter bow. Release your next arrow as you finish drawing it to make the next one draw faster. That might not be a bad idea either. Dual spears, that sounds fun. Hold on, if I did something like that. Oh, I can go right into it. Then maybe I should just go ahead and unlock it. Sure, I'll get that for now. That sounds good. Yeah, so I can now dual-hand heavy weapons. Yeah, that reminds me that that's a thing that I can do. What are these things that I have here? So there's my kicking sword. Blue vibrant sword. Oh, I put some stuff into that. Heavy attacks have a chance to instantly kill low health enemies. So I think I was starting leveling that. Or maybe some things already came with some stuff there. I don't remember investing into those. Oh, there's that axe. DLC stuff. So if I had this on, I have a couple glowy swords. Wait, so is this 2 heavy weapons? Okay. The one sword is clearly longer. It's like Shay's kit, but on steroids. Interesting. Interesting. Can you not Druids DLC have the most OP spear in the game? Is there any way that I can use a sword with a spear? Would it let me do that? Oh, I'm out of stamina here. Yeah, I block with that. Yeah, I don't swing both at once. Oh! Oh, I do with heavy attack. But light attack, it's just... okay. I presume that's a whole lot there. Like, I don't actually know what that means in terms of, like, when you get the stun hit that whittles down their willpower meter, whatever the heck it's called, or doing an actual stun finisher or something or other here. If I put on that RGB axe, yeah, it'd just be for heavy attacks here, it looks like. I do want something where even for my light attacks, I'm swinging both. Divine Greatsword. That it? Whoa, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a cool string. I like that. So I know what it looks like with the axe. So this is a short sword. This is a great sword. This is a great sword. I kind of like the look of the double great sword. But it looks like with the short sword and the great sword, there's some paired things that I can do. Yeah, I'm swinging both there. Interesting. And then like the heavy string. Interesting. Spears attack decently fast and does heavy stun damage every third hit. I love it. Fair enough there. I just gotta do my kicks because sound effects. So I wanted to use the kicking sword. Oh. And the sound effects aren't even gonna play now. My bot's gonna stop working. You'll love to see it. Can't even show the example of my sound effects working. Darn it. I rigged up a script to look at my inputs. Oh, there it is.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
My computer's just lagging right now, I guess. Or it plays a sound effect at random anytime I kick somebody.
Greetings.
Hi.
You've been away for
Except
so
sometimes it
long.
lags.
Were you worried?
Of course I was. Such a long voyage. Did you do what had to be done?
Sure
I
did.
did. And I'm eager to focus on problems closer to home.
Good. I want to thank you for your judgment.
Yeah, that sounds
Eivor,
pretty good there.
For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty reckless judgment as well.
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid, but nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let
Yeah,
us do
he's
our
very
best
much
for him as we
changed.
take care of our own. We are his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime,
I
we press
believe it.
on.
It is done. Gorum is dead. The Kjotveson clan is wiped from this world.
Good. I would like to hear
Yeah, so then we
everything
go
about
into
your
this
journey to
conversation.
Vinland when you have time.
One day.
This brief conversation. So I assume that bit with Sigurd happens after whatever allegiance you go to secure. And then come back immediately after rescuing him. Alright, look at that. I have all these ravens on the map. How many do I probably have
I'd love
left?
to see the Alliance map.
There would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm getting there. Realistically, if I super committed to this game and like no other games I've got going on right here, I could probably beat the main game here minus the members of the Order before Fragapalooza, but man, I don't think that's happening. I'll still probably do a DLC start to finish, assuming that I don't need to know the ending of the main game to do the DLCs. Just so I can do like a self-contained thing start to finish at Frag. Oh, Sigurd. Casually beat the whole game without trouble. Well, you see, the trouble for me is time. Since real life be a thing and all that. I'm taking your bed again. There's nothing you can do. I'm going to sleep now. What is he doing? No, don't smoosh me. What? Is he cheering because I died? Did he just default to like the animation of check the body, assume I'm dead, and then victory? And the game doesn't realize that we should be allies? Sigurd just cheered thinking that I died. I don't think we're on good terms anymore after that. Surprise, I'm alive! What are you doing? Oh yeah, I have the glowy blue sword that's gonna take some getting used to. I have a couple thingamabobs. I can probably upgrade a couple thingamabobs too, thinking about it. No, I can't. No, I have like no leather. So is Sheath on my side? I didn't even see it there before. Oh, it's just because it's like a weird lightsaber thing. Okay, interesting. But yeah. Yeah, that is quite the commitment there. That is quite a lot. Something that I am not going to be doing here because I'm going to go to sleep because it is 12:30 in the morning. I don't know why it says I'm only at 50 hours on the file when Steam says I'm at 65. I don't know what's with the discrepancy. 65 feels like the much more accurate thing. But hey, I unlocked two-handing while using heavy weapons and stuff. I went through a segment that I actually genuinely had fun with and enjoyed. And then next time we'll do another allegiance, keep on filling out the map here, and it'll be great. I don't know which region I'm gonna do next, probably whatever the lowest level one is, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna be heading out of town for the weekend, like I've mentioned here before, so I'm gonna try to chip away at some other stuff before then, so maybe I don't have any Taekwondo tomorrow, but I do on Wednesday, and then I'm heading out Thursday, so maybe tomorrow I'll potentially try to finish off Dark Deity 2, and then maybe day after that, maybe I do a little bit more of a Persona 5 Phantom X or something like that. I don't know. We'll see here. Or maybe I end up wedging some more of this in somewhere, because I do want to commit a bit more to this when my pace is feeling a little slow. But yeah. Appreciate everybody that stopped by and tuned into another stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla here. And yeah, it was something a little bit different this time around. But until next time, take care and see ya. Goodbye.